I was at one point, like my claim to fame is I was a set PA for Quentin Tarantino. Actually, at one point, I was on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You're lying.
Yeah. So I was on there for a good amount of time. And it was cool because I wasn't an office PA. I was there. Like I was there with the actors on this epic movie. And they transformed Hollywood. Like it was shot in Hollywood. They changed a lot of the posters to make it look like the time. It was very cool to be a part of that. And I have a few funny stories for that. But just over time, just fostering my love for film and entertainment in general is probably my answer to that. But like even being a PA, you could tell like not necessarily that I didn't want to be there, but I wanted to be there too much so that I wouldn't do my job like they wanted. Like I think they wanted more of like somebody who was going to sit back and do exactly what they say. But I wanted to get in on the action so badly. So they did a really good job of separating like the mega stars from like PAs like me. So like I remember one time I was on set and I saw Brad Pitt from the back of his head. And I was like, oh my God, this is my chance. I've been on set, a couple days, and this is the only opportunity I've really had to go approach Brad Pitt. So I go and without wasting a second, and I'm telling him how much he means to me. Like, oh my God, I love this film. And, I've looked up to you for X amount of years. And he turns around and it's Brad Pitt's stunt double. That's and then he says, hey, for what it's worth, I'm sure Brad would have really appreciated this.
Can you tell
crazy.
for me?
That's great. You did a whole monologue just.
No. Yeah, I'm not but he looked like Brad Pitt. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Another funny story. When I was on set, is Leonardo DiCaprio, big part of the movie as well. Remember one day we were shooting and we started shooting like 5 p.m. because we didn't wrap until like 5 a.m. Like it was a long day. It was a night shoot. So by the end, everybody was tired. And again, this isn't like a low key film, like a low budget film. This is like there are so many people there. So everybody is up until 5 a.m. until somebody wraps it. So finally the AD gets on the walkie and he says, that's a wrap for today. And Leonardo DiCaprio, I think this is my very first day on set. Leonardo DiCaprio says over walkie, he says, what? That's a wrap? I could have gone for another 12 hours.
Oh my God.
And I remember when he said that, everybody laughed. Like there was eruptions of laughter. And I turned to my buddy, like, that wasn't funny. and my buddy's like, yeah, it wasn't funny yesterday when he said it either. Like, dude, they kind of pet these actors. They kind of pet the mega stars. Yeah. And actually, in my saga of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood stars and my interactions with them, I did encounter Margot Robbie. Have you guys seen the film, by the way?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
That was cool.
Yeah. It's really cool to work on and be like, I know a few of the BTS. I don't know how like I'm able to share all of this. So I hope I'm not getting myself in trouble.
Get this small YouTube channel.
We're
worldwide, baby.
But I remember I was put in charge of Quentin Tarantino, the cinematographer, or whomever, would line up the shot and they tell me, okay, this is your marker. Make sure nobody enters frame. We don't want anybody getting shot. And because it was filmed in Hollywood, there were people just walking by on the sidewalk. It was a public sidewalk. You only block so much. So it was my duty in my construction vest as a set PA to stop people until they cut, and then they were allowed to go. So I remember Margot Robbie pulled up in the middle of a take. She gets out of, she was called from her trailer a little early. Excuse me. Sorry. She cut that out. sorry about that. She gets out of this van. She's called from the trailer a little early, and she's kind of meandering, and nobody wants to grab her and kind of tell her where to go because we're in the middle of a take. So naturally, I go up to her. I'm Mr. Hotshot. I go to her, hey, Margot, listen here. You chill with me. I'll tell you when they cut, and then we'll go from there. And because it was so early in the morning, like I said, with these night shoots, I don't think she heard a word I said because you walk right past me into frame. Quentin Tarantino, cut. Margot, what are you doing? Like you just interrupted the scene. And I kid you not, this is fully real. She points to me. She said, he told me to do it. Dude, are you kidding me with that? Are you? And to this day, I have a vendetta against Margot Robbie.
Do you still think she's hot?
I forgive you, Margot.
I mean,
yeah, I forgive her too, bro. She could have gotten me.
You guys weren't there.
She could have gotten me fired off that movie. I still would forgive her.
Look at my twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate.